Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner?
It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Baltimore. It's the Jets and the Ravens, just ahead on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And rightly so. He's been the big story leading up to this AFC Championship game because, as we all know, no rookie's ever won a Super Bowl as a starting quarterback. Heck, no rookie's ever started a Super Bowl. So he's trying to rewrite the history books here, and if he wins this one, he'll get his own book.
Ready, check pink.
Now Hall to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 61 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game. A great run here in the first, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Yellow, mid red, opposite, green.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he's got it. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries.
Down there, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 6 yards away. And the Jets are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Wilson snags it left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot.
Here we go, back.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 41 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Alert! Alert! Bronco switch! Bronco switch!
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. Let's see if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. 2nd and 9. Another run now for Nwangu. There's a nice move, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Jackson now. That one complete. It's tanked down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Handoff right side, Nwangu. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And now an audible here into something else.
Hey. That's enough.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 2nd down, Jackson buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Gore. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. 2nd year.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, pitch. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Quick, yellow, Smith, red. Ready.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman. As the first half is winding down. And the Jets continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down. What will be the final play of this first half? Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set to start this And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Steps away. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. On the give is Nwangu. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now it's Jackson out to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And quickly they get to the line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. In motion left is a running back. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down. So we'll have to see what that's about.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one, I think, where the safety's usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for him to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trenton Simpson, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now 3rd down and very long. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Ravens will take over. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Go ahead.
Now Jackson on second down, being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Handoff here to Nwangu. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Hey, report.
On second down, here's Jackson dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now it's Nwangu. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. The run is Nwangu. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Here's Nwangu. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Ball at the 9 on second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his... And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop it, and he ends up in the end zone. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Man, they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens ready to take over. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yo.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Report.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson steps away. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, report. 13.
To throw is Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kene Nwangu. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Being chased out left. There he goes, left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Come on, set.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone. He's had a good game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7.
13.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Jackson out to his left. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Delay of game. Offense.
Well, you got to think Charles Atwin's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson rolling to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Jackson to throw. Steps away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Now Jackson on the move to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Triple foul. Unnecessary rumble.
The Charles are trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey! Let's go! Get hot! You! Hey!
Throwing, Jackson out to his left. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Tucker now to add the point after. And they have got the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a late touchdown to the ever-critical PAT as it is now a 1-point game here in the dying embers of what has been a sensational game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but